Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Today's post is going to be about the Gotti mod being removed from Funky Friday and also FNF in general. Before we get started, make sure to follow for future episodes such as this that give you your daily Roblox news. Let's get right into it. So, the RTC account tweeted out this: trigger warning, sensitive content. Update. The Gotti content in Funky Friday was removed for the creator being homophobic and posting rude comments on social media. This is why in the newest update you may not see this content anymore. Light Interactive has expressed in the past that they have no tolerance policy for any discrimination of any kind, as they also did with the Beach Brothers update. They are committed to inclusiveness and a respectful environment. They also do not support discussions due to the fact that it causes drama, so do not cause this or discuss this in the Discord server. They appreciate everyone's understanding, and as such a blurb was meant in the Discord server underneath the post. The blurb reads out this by Payne, a Funky Friday moderator, which reads, "So a Gotti mod has been removed due to the recent drama revolving around the key author Gotti. So we do not want to associate with the mod and distance ourselves from the drama. Oh, and you can find out more about the Gotti situation by searching on the internet. Our server doesn't support discussions about this kind of topic, as we'd like it to be as drama-free as possible. So it's best you look elsewhere. Recommend YouTube, Twitter, or Funkopedia. Thank you for understanding, peeps, and thanks for supporting the community." The Gotti looks like a black figure, with white eyes and a red hooded sweater with stripes on it in the middle. Sort of similar to Carnage or Venom. If you want a short description, that's a short description. But his appearance is a red long-sleeved hoodie that has white lines on the sleeves and pockets, a black hood and black drawstrings, black fingers, gloves, and black pants with white chains that connect to his waist, and black and red shoes with white soles. It's not the problem with the actual Gotti mod itself, it's the problem with the creator that made them take it down, because in itself, the Gotti mod is pretty much harmless. The comment that was homophobic said, "Gotti, are you transphobic/homophobic? There's a lot of screenshots going around, man. Dude, I don't know anymore. I guess I'm just everything phobic. Understand, Katie, I hate society as a whole, and whatever dumb thing goes in its way makes me sad. Not saying I hate the gays or a trans community. So you hate people, I just hate people badly. But I'm also a blank person, with I've not come to terms with myself." This was his response to the comments that had been resurfacing on the internet, which some of them I cannot say. However, if you look on Twitter, you can easily find these comments. This response came off as a really edgelord response to me, to be honest. Like, I really don't see it. That's just me personally. But I do understand why the mod had to be removed. Some people are angry about the mod being removed, saying that the creator has the right to express their own opinion, but I think it goes further than opinion here, because Light Interactive is committed to an inclusive and tolerant environment. It feels like a lot of FNF creators have problems. We also had this with the Funky Friday mod creator, and Funky Friday mod creator, the Beach Brothers, where homophobic comments resurfaced, which caused it to be removed from the game. So in short, because of these comments, the Gotti mod was removed, leaving players angry and some confused, which in my opinion doesn't really make that much sense. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more, in which the Gotti information and animations have been indeed removed from Funky Friday. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to rate if you want to see future episodes, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get right into it. Today's news is going to be about Skippy, a Roblox YouTuber who has a link in their pinned in every single livestream that takes many kids' Roblox accounts. They have many live viewers and action isn't being taken against this YouTuber, so I thought I would bring some awareness to it. Harlow tweeted out this today, which says, "Breaking news. New Roblox scammer is sending harmful links to kids in an attempt to potentially access their account by luring kids in with fake Roblox links. They have many live viewers and action isn't being taken against this YouTuber. Credit Susie and Chloe. Retweet, please." Please do not click on any of the channel's links on the Skippy channel. It is very dangerous and could potentially lead to your account being hacked. Even just going to the link has this. This channel is known as Skippy and has their account hidden from subscribers on purpose. And most of these comments are comment your dream pet, you have 2 hours. Comment your dream pet, you have 2 hours. And it's the same live stream running continuously straight. They are all the same length. For example, there's one that's 6 hours and 17 minutes, one that's 6 hours and 17 minutes, 22 minutes, 47 minutes, 49 minutes, and they all say the same thing, free Roblox giveaway live in Roblox. And they're just spamming these videos constantly up until 3 weeks ago. All the thumbnails are the exact same, and it seems this channel is spamming them with around 290 viewers per episode. Unfortunately, this channel targets vulnerable children. If you look in the chat, you can often see, please, my username is blank, I have done all the steps. All of the messages in the chat are run by Nightbot, which says, congrats, claim your blank Roblox payout. And the link is very dangerous, so I will not name it out of fear of curiosity. The reason why this channel was noticed is because it became one of the top Roblox channels in the Roblox Live category, faking their viewers and streams. They did this through saying on the description, first, subscribe to my check-in channel, second link, free Robux, which often leads a lot of kids into doing this because they can't afford Robux. The target game in most of the live streams includes Adopt Me, where they say comment your dream pet, you have 2 hours. Unfortunately, although Chloe Games recorded on it, it is very likely that this channel will continue to scam kids, as it's barely passing past the YouTube terms of service. People don't know if it's gotten a community guideline strike or not yet, and the channel still continues to be up at the time of this recording. The channel baits viewers into thinking it's a real live stream. However, the gameplay is obviously faked as it loops and loops and loops. YouTube action has seemed to not been taken against this YouTuber, as it's been 3 weeks that this channel has been able to been uploading. In fact, a lot of Roblox YouTube channels like this taken down on the first day. Why does this one get to stay up, despite the fact videos are essentially spammed? I wanted to talk about this because although this problem is en masse, there is a lot of problems with the Roblox YouTube algorithm, which promotes scam channels over anything and real authentic viewers. So, how do we solve this epidemic, essentially, of these channels being on YouTube? Because this has been a problem for around a year now, including with the Young channel, which scammed one of my friends. Although YouTubers aren't responsible for their young viewers, it is possible that they can help educate them. One YouTuber that does this is Flamingo, where he makes videos about Roblox scams and how ridiculous they can be and to not fall for them, although he has a very young child fan base. It is our responsibility as YouTubers to educate our audiences as to be aware of this scam, and many others like it, because scams like this are all too common. This is why I won't probably be making future episodes about something like this, because I feel it's something I should address once, but stand very clear and head on it. So it's best that we educate our younger audiences on this, especially if you have a younger audience, because this will help to keep them safe. Educate them about similar scams and how they all fall under one category, especially scams that provide free Robux such as this. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. Make sure to follow for future episodes that come out twice daily or once daily. I'll see you next time. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get started. Before we get started in today's episode, make sure to follow for future news and drama. Today's topic is about marketers leaning into the Metaverse, where Roblox will ramp up brand partnerships. This is an article by verified publisher Digiday on marketing on platforms. Let's read the article, which reads, similar to how YouTube brought video broadcasting to the masses, Roblox is doing the same for video game publishing, and that includes advertisers. In fact, advertisers are now more a priority now than ever. After all, Roblox has been a public company for only 4 months, and in that time, questions have emerged as to how it consistently monetized 42.1 million daily active users. Naturally, media dollars are at the top of the list. The events of the 18 months have opened an opportunity for marketers to see that the Metaverse is something they need to lean into more, said Christina Wooten, VP of Brand Partnerships at Roblox. We're not seeing the emergence of specific teams dedicated to the idea of the Metaverse yet, but we are hearing more saying they're building one just like they did for social media several years ago. For the uninitiated, Roblox isn't a video game. It's a platform where people go to create and publish video games that are often free to play. In effect, Roblox outsources game development to its users, and there are around 20 million games, otherwise known as experiences, currently available. People come to these games or experiences as they're known for a matter of entertainment, from watching a concert from their favorite performer like Lil Nas X to doing a virtual flash mob in a scene in the front of their favorite film. So much that users spent a total of 30.6 billion hours on these experiences in 2020, an average of more than 2.5 hours per day. For context, Netflix viewers watched 3.2 hours on average of streaming video per day in 2020. Roblox enables an owned, always-on interactive experience where any brand can accessibly build any metaverse-type shared experience. This is a compelling motive to get involved. Said Sam, creative technologist at digital agency We Are Social. It's paving the way for a new era of branded gaming, but it's more than just a game, it's an entire gaming platform. Put another way, these experiences can be a lot more engaging than when someone scrolls through their newsfeed. Unsurprisingly, Roblox has already piqued the interest of many marketers. From Nike to Disney, Warner Bros. To Gucci, some of the world's largest advertisers are allegedly trying to reach Roblox's audiences, which historically has had a very young demographic that's changing. Warner Brothers is a case in point. Roblox and the movie studio created a virtual rendition of the Washington Heights neighborhood in New York that serves as a setting for its new musical In the Heights. Launched at the start of the month, June 4th, players can explore the environment for collectibles that teach them Spanish, as well as meet characters from the film, including its creator. Think of it as a fully realized version of a fan forum, a concept that Roblox is pushing hard. On June 10th, fans will be able to watch a virtual party for an exclusive clip of the movie, followed by a Q&A session with some of the cast. This already happened, by the way. 10 years ago, there might have been a Reddit group for In the Heights, so we wanted to demonstrate what a fully spatial version of that would look like, says Morgan Tucker, Senior Director of Product for Social at Roblox. It's a space where you can have people come in to talk about their favorite scenes from the movie. Partnerships seem to be the way forward. Roblox Chief Financial Officer Michael Gutierrez said as much of the company's earnings when he told an analyst, "We expect Roblox to be different than just a CPM kind of business." Of course, marketers can buy the more traditional native placements, which include banner and promoted game placements to drive traffic to their games. But in many ways, the Warner Brothers campaign serves as a glimpse into what larger brand-focused advertising in Roblox could look like in the future. That said, Gucci has been shown that there have been opportunities for direct response marketing in Roblox as well. Last month, the luxury fashion company ran the Gucci Garden experience, where players could try on and subsequently buy certain products. Most of the items on offer were collectibles, priced from 120 max to max 900 Robux. Some brands are coming to the platform because they see a business opportunity, says Wooten. We're seeing different types of categories reach out right now. But it's not about all inbound traffic. Increasingly, Roblox is proactively pitching in marketing. Indeed, its brand partnerships team can have a team of up to 4 employees, including Wooten, and there will be more hires over the coming months. The company's total headcount swelled by 403 people to a total of 1,054 employees over the first quarter. My team is mainly working on entertainment, fashion, and sports, but we're seeing more interest come from other areas too, said Wooten. We're working with a lot of brands that are treating their experiences like Roblox in a channel that they're updating them frequently to encourage people to spend more time there. Even so, current efforts are more than often not one campaigns leaving Roblox with work to do to turn media dollars into a larger recurring revenue stream. The reality is that most marketers are still trying to figure out how to fund Roblox. Marketers will often say that they're interested in working with us, but then they'll tell us they have to go and find the budget, says Wooten. Right now, there's dollars that are coming from different budgets, whether it's theatrical, interactive gaming, and even licensing. Furthermore, virtual environments aren't exactly scalable in the same way banner ads are. Still, it's cost-effective for marketers to build them, given they use the same developer tool that users do. Once built, these environments can be used in perpetuity. Update, this was today. This piece was amended to better clarify numbers around Roblox and the way it works with advertisers. Roblox is truly a platform with tons of potential in my opinion. It's got a lot of potential, no doubt, just because I'm a fan of the game. But because of all the brand partnerships they've been doing lately, especially like In the Heights and much more. Marketers are still trying to figure out Roblox as stated in the article because a lot of people are very new to Roblox as it really exploded during the pandemic and a lot of people want to capitalize that, including brands such as Warner Bros, Gucci, and much more. As also stated, the article says, some brands are coming to the platform because they see a business opportunity, says Wooten. We're seeing different types of categories reach out right now. This includes movies and much more. There are also events that have been leaked that I cannot say because they are under an NDA, but Roblox truly does have a lot in store for the future than people think, especially in the music industry. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Please be sure to leave a rating and follow. It really helps out the podcast. There are daily... Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get right into it. Today's quick episode is going to be about Roblox China and how logging into Roblox China can make you void all your assets, so it is very dangerous and I do not recommend you do it. So Roblox China was recently announced a couple weeks ago, also known as Roblox Lubao. So Roblox RTC announced this regarding the logins of Roblox China, which says, news. TanookiAlex Roblox, who works on Roblox events concerts, seems to have lost all of their Robux after going into the Chinese studio of Roblox a few weeks ago. Other developers have also replied, this happened to me as well. For safety precautions, please do not enter the Chinese studio of Roblox until Roblox fixes the issue. It happens because when you log into it, you will lose all your Robux, the ability to friend users, and the ability to join groups. So please do not log into Chinese Roblox Studio, also known as Lubao Studio. As mentioned before, TanookiAlex Roblox logged into Roblox Studio in China only to find out that all their Robux was gone, the ability to friend friends is gone, and much more. This is due to Roblox China's restrictions, which is why this happened. Normal users shouldn't have been able to log into Roblox China in the first place, since it is Chinese exclusive. The only way to access Roblox China without losing all your valuables is to log into an alternate account, which is now patched, however, to not lose any of your valuables such as friends, Robux, and much more. A quick update, I am glad to announce that this issue has now been fixed with Roblox China, so it means that only Chinese users with a Wii account and much more can access the site. Unfortunately, if you're English, you cannot access the site anymore. You need to have a Chinese IP in order to access the site. And Roblox staff is now aware of this issue, is working on it, and it should be fixed very, very soon. People are also saying not to use an account on an alt because your accounts are automatically logged into the studio. Even uninstalling the studio, it will lock all those accounts and you will lose all your Robux even if you ever use studio on those accounts. Please tell your friends about this. This is a serious issue that no developer should have to go through or anyone with Robux should have to go through. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk Roblox. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you next time. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get right into it. Today's podcast is going to be about the official Roblox podcast known as Tech Talk, and an article about it known as Roblox CEO Podcast about the Rise of the Metaverse, written by Dean Takashi. Let's get started with reading the article. The article reads, if you've ever wondered about science fiction inspiring tech in real life, look no further than Roblox. Roblox CEO Dave Baszucki and Chief Technology Officer Jan Sturman started an official Tech Talks podcast today with a discussion of the rise of the metaverse, the universe of virtual worlds that are all interconnected, like in novels such as Snow Crash and Ready Player One. Sturman recalled how he interviewed for his job many years ago and learned about the long-term vision of Roblox, which was always about building up a metaverse. In the month of April alone, Roblox had 43.3 million users, up 37% from a year earlier. Those kinds of numbers enabled Roblox to go public in March at the value of $41.9 billion. More than 1.25 billion creators have made money building games on Roblox, and players have played the best games billions of times. Arguably, alongside Epic Games, Roblox is the leading contender to build the metaverse. We've had this vision of a metaverse way back in the 2000s when we made our first business plan, Bizuki said in the podcast. This new category had elements of social and 3D immersion from gaming and media, and we more and more are thinking about these tenets of a metaverse. Persistence, identity, avatar of the shared cloud fabric, universal accessibility, fast jumping from place to place, and an amazing variety of experiences. While Roblox doesn't build games itself, it does build the platform and tools that enable players to create their own games, all within the confines of Roblox's blocky Lego-like virtual world. That technical work is a huge load, Sturman said. The tech of the future. We have a game engine, C++, a lot of graphic experience, and build a lot of back-end apps. The majority of our engineers are probably working on back-end systems, Sturman said. Whether you're trying to build the platform software or building a translation app or the content management app, what works best at Roblox is when folks come in because of the technical challenges, not because you want to major in a specific technology. A lot of what we do here is fairly custom to us because of the uniqueness of the problems. Sturman said that eventually the way the company could scale its platform to the highest level is by jointly designing hardware and software together. That might be a bit of a scare for the console makers and phone makers out there. As we think about how we massively scaled the game engine, that would really end up being a hardware-software design, Sturman said. And the ability to customize hardware has skyrocketed in the industry as a whole, and that's something I fully expect we will take advantage of and use those trends moving forward. But doing it in a way where we're thinking about the vertical design of the whole game engine. Sturman also pointed out to the challenge of digital safety and using sentiment analysis and AI to monitor it. There's a growing amount of work in what safety looks like with sentiment analysis and AI. But not too many folks are putting it all together and saying, we've got 100 milliseconds to make a good decision on what you're saying right now before we bleep you out or something like that. I think that's an example of where things are uniquely Roblox and uniquely exciting. I'm fairly confident we're going to solve these problems in some really groundbreaking ways. On creators. Bizuki said it was clear early on that Roblox shouldn't be making the experiences itself. We've learned very early on that our creator community is vastly better than what we are at doing just about making anything related to experiences, avatars, content. The more we've leaned into it, the more successful we've been and humbled at the same time, which has been really wonderful for us. The company's job became taking the barriers out of the way for creators. I wrote one about 16-year-old creator last weekend. This was the Ammon episode that we covered, just to let you guys know. The way we're thinking about scale, we don't exactly know what a 50,000 player experience might look like, but we think people are going to come up with really unique ideas, Sturman said. One of the real benefits of Roblox is we've got a million-plus strong developer community, and they're going to have great ideas, and what we need to do is just unlock the barriers. For us, innovation is about unlocking, not hitting a specific delivery division in what we do. Bizuki added, one of the things that I'm excited about as we build out our own platform layer is the possibility that someday we're running Roblox on the same stuff that our developers are running on, whether it's a persistence backend or an analytics event capture system or lambda functions in the cloud. I know it's still early, but I love the idea of it. The podcast will air every other Wednesday. Next episode will be released on August 4th, and the episodes will be around 30 to 40 minutes in length. The podcast will cover a number of topics that dive deeper into the technological breakthroughs that are shaping the metaverse. The Roblox podcast has received really positive feedback and might actually beat my podcast in rankings, to be honest. This podcast is probably going to be very successful, especially to an adult and developer audience. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips, and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Make sure to follow for future episodes, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips, and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get right into it. Before we get into it, make sure to follow for future daily episodes such as this. Today's episode will be about the Roblox voice chat recent leaks that have come up, including some people using Roblox on Apple devices, so listen carefully, especially if you want to know about the voice chat leaks. Let's start off with some things that you should know about Roblox voice chat that we have discussed in past videos and past podcast episodes. Roblox voice chat will only be for 18+, because there is an age verification known as Verdidad, which was revealed around 2 months ago. However, it does seem like voice chat is starting to be in effect, because recently today, iOS, Apple, and Android users all saw on their devices Roblox would like to access the microphone. Roblox needs access to your microphone for voice chat, which recently came out for a lot of people. You will probably be one of these if you're an iOS user, which the most iOS users got this. So essentially, some users on Roblox using Roblox on Apple devices will see a new pop-up window asking them to allow access for their microphone. This is in preparation for the arrival of voice chat. This means that voice chat could be almost here on many devices, which many are so excited. However, it's estimated that Discord will come over the feature or voice chat call apps because of the fact that it's 18 plus, which is a barrier to a lot of users, but in my opinion, I think it was a good change. Because a lot of kids would abuse the feature, and it would not be good. It's also important to note that also Android users has a pop-up too on their mobile apps and phones. However, if kids do use their parents' identities to try and get into voice chat, there are literal crimes for this. So please don't use your parents' identity in an attempt to access voice chat. There are so many alternatives, and Roblox voice chat right now just doesn't seem worth it. I've talked about this in videos and much more. Roblox is restricting voice chat. So no, not everyone is going to get it, although a lot of people did get this pop-up. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips, and tricks. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips, and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Make sure to follow the podcast for more Roblox news daily. Today's episode is going to be about RoleBuilder and how he allegedly scammed someone out of a UGC deal and ghosted them after the deal reached 5,000 sales. RoleBuilder has responded, and so we'll be reading out his response too. Let's start off with who is RoleBuilder. RoleBuilder is not known in this name, but he was known in his past name, known as Intel Plays, where he used to make simulator videos, but now he has upgraded his videos to be about development and much more. Recent proof has come out that RoleBuilder is not as nice of a person that he seems on his YouTube videos. RoleBuilder is 23, and it's important to note that the person has provided valid and adequate proof, in which I will be linking in the description of this podcast. Let's read. Let's read what Squickly says. Squickly says, please read the following. In the thread is more information. I'd like to call some attention to a situation that occurred between RoleBuilder and I was a former UGC matchmaker / collaborator for RoleBuilder. I'd be paid amounts that were agreeable at the time and go about my day. As time went on, RoleBuilder promised me extra payment and proper compensation if the items were to get over 5,000 sales, which it did, but failed to fulfill, and in doing that failed to compensate me the amount that I was supposed to receive. RoleBuilder had stated that he didn't have enough money to compensate me for my work, but then yet again he had a very successful game at the time, and he DevX'd this as well as for his own personal game, cutting me entirely. I also asked for credit on my UGC items that were uploaded by him in the catalog, but every time I tried to reason with him, he'd end up leaving the group chat, ghosting me, or doing some really childish act to avoid giving me my deserved credit. I'm making this tweet to alarm anyone who's working with RoleBuilder in the future. Be careful of him and choose who you work with wisely. RoleBuilder has responded with a very flimsy response in his Discord server, which reads, recently a guy accused me of scamming them. I believe this was for attention as they're not looking to solve anything and will only talk if there's a full group chat of people to back them up. I've tried to reach out and correct whatever I may have done wrong, but it seems they are not interested in talking or fixing the issue, so there's nothing else I can do. I did delete my Twitter account because everyone is too toxic and I don't plan on making a new one. Once again, I've tried to fix whatever I've done wrong, but they're only interested in the attention. RoleBuilder has also banned anyone in the Discord server talking about this, as it's clear he does not want this brought up, therefore running away from the situation. People have also come out with their experiences with RoleBuilder. Dice official says, I've spoken to him a few times over Discord, and at one point we were going to create a game. Had the group set up and such, but he kinda just started airing me and then proceeded to block me on Twitter out of the blue when I replied with a harmless meme to one of his tweets. Make of it what you will, but I've always felt this condescending era going on when talking to him, and then ignoring and blocking just hit the nail on its head. This isn't like to call him out or something, but based on my own experience, I just wouldn't be surprised if this were true. Before the call happened, I still think that this could be solved easily, but he keeps advertising his SCAR code and not taking us seriously just because we are kids, especially his girlfriend who keeps saying stuff about us even though she's not involved in this situation. He has provided adequate proof in the replies, where he said, so I make you an accessory and it came out on a Thursday. We wait 2 to 3 weeks, no specific day, to see how the item does in the catalog. We then agree to the one-time payment for the accessory after that time. And then RoBuilder says, okay, we can do that. So this is directly RoBuilder's fault, and he was essentially caught in 4K for scamming this UGC creator. Maria says that her experience is that when Zufei obtained my simulator pets through theft, Infel refused to pursue his DMCA. Instead, he opted to sell the pets to Zufei in an underhanded deal. I was promised payment as compensation, never received it, got ghosted. If I were a developer, I do not recommend RoBuilder based with all these things that have come out about it. And considering he's deactivated since Twitter is toxic when it's really just him being called out for his own behavior, I definitely would not recommend working with RoBuilder in the future. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. Make sure to follow. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get right into it. Today's episode of Let's Talk Roblox is going to be about how an article named Seeking Alpha recommended that there is a major risk in investing in Roblox. However, this article has received a lot of controversy, so I'll read it and then explain the controversial points of the article. The article explains how he believes that Roblox will be a fad. However, I'm going to refute these points. None of this has to do with any financial advice. The summary of the article is that the Roblox's mission is to build a human co-experience platform that enables billions of users to come together to play, learn, communicate, explore, and expand their friendships. Roblox is powered by a global community of millions of developers who produce their own immersive multiplayer experiences, and these are fueled by millions of players. Their core user base is under the age of 13, and there's a lot of churn from older users when they reach older ages. Despite a wonderful platform, I worry that Roblox will become the newest fad, and it will fail to gain popularity from the rising group of its core user base. As older users phase out, they will have to acquire new young users, and they will have to continue to do this for eternity. Because of this, I worry about the long-term success of Roblox. However, this point can easily be refuted because Roblox does best at gaining younger users. Like any video game, you can argue, anyone phases out of it over time. Unless it's a game targeted towards older users, this happens with any platform. And many platforms that have a younger user base that eventually grow out of it are very successful, so why can't Roblox do the same? Jamie explains that he has a few worries with Roblox as a business because of the high churn among older users, which means they need to attract newer, younger users, but they do this great, so I don't see the issue. This cycling out of older users in demand for younger users will likely last for eternity until Roblox changes their platform, which could be dangerous. And no, Roblox is not changing their platform. They worry about the longevity of this loss of old users and attraction of new users. At some point, as with almost any video game, popularity will decline and old users will phase out while younger users do not come onto the platform. Because of this, I recommend that investors do not invest in Roblox today. Due to the pandemic, they have had massive increases in users, daily active users, and thus revenue. Here's his worries about Roblox. He says, compared to other investors, I am very young. I am 19, so my young middle school gaming days are not far behind me. Just 6 years ago, I was Roblox's core market demographic. Except for my age group, Minecraft was all the rage. Its popularity spiked just as I turned 12 or 13, and it was played by just about every kid I knew in some form. However, as well all grew older and our younger siblings started playing it as well, we saw the game as childish. This happens with any game, and I think you could use that point to refute against him. This trend of using older users quickly is likely the largest problem that Roblox has faced and will face for the rest of its lifetime. Aging teenagers will always want to grow up as fast as they can, and these types of games that focus on a young demographic will likely be eternally hit by this. Because of this, Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite, he spelled Fortnite wrong, just to let you guys know, but that's not a big deal. And any other game like these will always have to continually succeed with a young demographic, for their older users will inevitably chum. Here's a valid point I do understand. Another thing I worry about is their bookings growth. Roblox's bookings are simply when users pay money to buy Robux. The problem with this is very few Roblox users actually have their own money to buy Robux. That's understandable, though. Most users are just using their parents' money to buy this fictional currency, and I worry just about how much parents will be willing to pay for the temporal happiness of buying Robux for their children. Personally, I had to get on my knees and beg for my parents just to spend $5 on any video game, and I barely made enough from chores or helping the neighbors to feed my Minecraft habits. From a parent's mind, I would assume that they would hate to see their money go towards virtual currency, which would be blown on virtual items, like a new user skin or other customizable products. Instead, I think parents would derive greater pleasure spending that money on real life experiences for their children. I know that is definitely what my parents spent to me. To be fair, I do remember the in-person experiences that my parents brought me to, and I could not tell you one detail about anything I bought in Minecraft. Well, you can argue that it's different experiences for different people, right? Ultimately, Roblox has to convince parents that spending money on a fake currency is worth it. And it's hard to me to see how they will be able to do this in the foreseeable future. As our world reopens, parents would rather spend money on public experiences rather than virtual ones for kids. Yes, but at the same time, Roblox has always been popular with the platform. It's been steady, and that's what's good about Roblox. Popularity EBs and flows. Young gamers are swung easily by the popularity of their games. They desperately want to fit in, and that means leaving one game for another, then so be it. This happened when Fortnite became popular, and now few people actually play Minecraft. That's very wrong. Minecraft is at the peak of its popularity. As you can see, there is users like Dream and much more. Roblox can be the same if it gets popular as well. Roblox is already popular and has tons of YouTubers making videos on it. As Roblox grew popular, Fortnite took a noticeable hit in its users. Unless Roblox is able to end this popularity cycle that has occurred for decades, it is likely that Roblox will suffer a similar fate eventually. Exactly. I do understand and agree with this point. User Sustainable Future says that there are good points in your article, but I do not agree with thesis. He thinks that Roblox is a great term investment. He says that the analysis makes Roblox seem like a new company. It has been around since 2006, which in the tech world is a long time. It has substantial staying power, and with the amount of cash it has on hand, can easily pivot to more advanced games, which is what they're doing now. As a disclaimer, he does not have a position in Roblox, but he says good luck. He is an impressive young man with a bright future. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. Let me know your thoughts on today's episode, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get right into it. Today's episode is going to be about the Internet Kids, a project led by Project Supreme. A lot of you probably don't know who the Internet Kids were, and that's because they were destined to become the next internet influencers. They were a project led by Project Supreme, in which he invested a lot of time, money, and energy into making this into the next house project, essentially with Roblox, kind of like Hype House. Project Supreme got together a group of upcoming influencers to try and make it to become the next group of influencers. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, because today he tweeted this: Internet Kids is officially over and no longer a thing. There was too much potential wasted. Over the next 2 months, I will be rebranding with new people who have the mindset to grind and a new name to the team. I will be looking for both TikTokers and YouTubers, mainly YouTubers. He also made a video titled We Broke Up. And no, this is not a relationship breakup. It is more of a team breakup. And so it says, Internet Kids is now over. Time to start new and fresh. In his video, which now has no title, which was titled We Broke Up, the new Internet Kids will be based off consistency, not the clout that they have. He says based off these requirements, he will slowly start inviting people in. In the description, he names out key people in the video, which is Sire at Sireslat, the Kid Law, Marley, Squadden, Biscuit, Alpha One, and Greg, which will probably be on his new team based off the way he talks about them in the video. Sireslat is an upcoming influencer with 1.52k subscribers who makes videos on The Hood, Club Iris, and much more. The Kid Law has 817 subscribers and kind of has an aesthetic and makes vlog-type videos. Not much is known about Marley Mar as he tagged the wrong channel in the description of the link. Let's start off with Squad Dead next. Squad Dead makes videos on anime fighting games, as well as anime dimensions, and much more. He has 13.4k subscribers, which is quite a bit. Young Breezy Biscuit makes videos on Among Us, animatronics, and much more. He uploads weekly and has around 1.12k subscribers. Alpha 1, probably the most popular member, is about Adam Ross, Alpha 1 reaction videos, and Rice Gum, as well as Roblox YouTubers, in which he does Bed Wars, Roblox Arsenal, Anime Battle Simulator, and much more. The last member of the team, other than Project Supreme, is known as YKM Master, otherwise known as Greg. He makes videos on Friday Night Funkin', as well as Roblox. Do you think that these people will be the next upcoming group of influencers? Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'll see you in the next episode. Welcome back to Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. I'm your host, TanookiAlex. Let's get started. Today's news is about Korea being established in Roblox, which Roblox established a Korean subsidiary on June 16th. Let's read the article by KoreaJungjongingDailies.com, which says, according to a filing, Roblox established Roblox Korea with $100,086,700 worth of capital. It is based in southern Seoul and headed by Mark Christina, the general counsel at Roblox. Roblox is not a standalone game, but allows users to develop their own mini-games, share them with others, and change Roblox game money into real-world currency. The allowing of users to build their own worlds and make real money has made it the perfect example of a Metaverse platform. The game is already available for download in Korea, and its Korean user numbers are also rising, but establishing a local presence could mean that it's opting for more action in the local market. Experts say that Korea has one of the best gaming cultures and infrastructure in the world, making it the perfect testbed for developers and marketers. If it can make it in Korea, then it's likely to succeed elsewhere, said Vance Kim of Unity Korea, a game engine provider. Korea shows a strangely clean interest in the metaverse, and to move into Korea would mean it can build momentum for growth, Kim said. Roblox needs diverse content to expand just beyond a video game, and Korean companies would have another choice on their hands in addition to Zepto or Finland when it comes to promoting themselves in the metaverse world. High bars away. Experts, however, are not sure how much success Roblox will either achieve in Korea either as a game or a metaverse platform. Just because it's popular outside of Korea doesn't mean it's popular here, a professor said, offering a popular shooting Fortnite game as an example. Choi Sam-ha, a professor of game design and marketing at Sogang University, also said it's meaningful that Roblox is setting up an office in Korea, but it's still unlikely that it will make a big change in the gaming industry. Heavy competition awaits Roblox. Roblox would have to face Zepto, he said. Zepto is currently the biggest metaverse platform in Korea. Choi pointed out, well, Roblox is really a game, while Zepto is a social networking platform, which is why it's so popular among people. Another major obstacle for Roblox is that the game's biggest attraction, the Robux, is useless in Korea. According to the Game Industry Promotion Act, making a business of converting money or converting such conversion or repurchase of tangible and intangible results obtained with the use of game products by anyone is illegal. So in Korea, Roblox only stays inside Roblox, which gives Zepto the competitive advantage over Roblox. In Korea, Zepto is not classified as a game, so people can easily spend money within the Metaverse platform and possibly make profit in the future. But Roblox is already serviced as a game, so even if it tries to expand in Korea, its hands are tied, which is why the news isn't really a big deal in Korea. All games hope for the change in law that would allow change to use blockchain technology more freely within games and turn it into a profitable system for the users, according to Professor Lee. Since the company has just opened an office in Korea, Roblox could be the change that the game industry needs to move on to the next phase of the metaverse race, says Lee Ho-young of the Sandbox game, another metaverse platform and video game popular in the world. The Sandbox is also planning to open a Korean branch. Competition is not concerned. Rather than seeing Roblox as a competition, insiders of the metaverse industry viewed the move as a metaverse pie growing in Korea and welcomed the news. Roblox is made of two services, Roblox Studio and Roblox Player. Users can build their own maps and minigames on Roblox Studio and share them with others to be able to play on the Roblox Player. There are 50 million experiences or games available on Roblox. People spent 30.6 billion hours on Roblox in 2008 to the end of 2020, and users spent 329 million that went to 8 million developers. Roblox's active users spend an average of 2.6 hours on the game daily. Roblox also went public on the New York Stock Exchange in March with a valuation of $41 billion. Its shares traded at 82 cents on Thursday for a market cap of 467 million. So today's episode was about Roblox opening an office in Korea. However, I think that Roblox will have some difficulty, especially when trading is banned in Korea and currency is also useless, making the developer platform useless essentially for trying to gain money off it, which can be a real hassle to some developers. However, Roblox has been expanding their international reach lately, especially with their international accounts. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments down below. This has been Let's Talk Roblox, your favorite Roblox podcast for Roblox news, drama, tips and tricks, and more. Make sure to follow for more episodes, and I'll see you next time.